How's it going, everybody? We got an amazing blog today. I'm not saying amazing because it's like lots of information. I'm saying amazing because it's lots of good information. I'm actually excited to read this one with you guys. So we got the Battle World Beckons. So we do know that Battle World is starting November 4th. They shared us that information in the Strike Spot that just went out. We got the Gladiator and Gore Battle Pass, but hold your horses, hold your wallet. We'll be talking about Gladiator and Gore in a little bit. Forge Blitz, great for new players. And then we got all these event names that mean nothing to us until we see what the events actually want us to do. H1 becomes available on November 6th, and the actual showcase begins. I love these showcases. They're amazing for mid-game accounts, players that don't have the rerate characters built up or need training or fragments. Here's something exciting for you guys. Keep an eye out on the inbox message alerting you to character availability. Everyone's been asking about Black Panther's Shuri. Well, here you go, guys. She's going to the Spotlight Raid Orb, which means everybody's going to have her maxed out almost instantly because even my mid-game account has like 200 of those orbs ready to go. Hank Pym is going to be added to the Battle World store. So we're going to talk about Battle Store once I get through all this, okay? Guardian exits the Spotlight Raid Orb and is featured now in the Hard Heroes 7-9, moving Darkhawk to the Blitz store. I wish this was 7-6, moving Sunspot to the Blitz store because, you know, Extreme is still a team that gets used by players, and then Guardian would be on a gold fragment node. I guess they just don't want to be too nice. But nice that Guardian's going to be farmable. He is a... basically a raid character, right? Like Spotlight Raid. He's the Alpha Flight. And he's also going to be used in the coming Battle World. So don't sleep on the Alpha Flight, guys. I know a lot of people skipped it. Well, they know. They know you skipped it. Here you go. We got Gladiator, Gore, Thanos, Endgame finally going to bumps, going to the Elite store and to the Battle World store. But again, just hold your horse on the Battle World store. Gladiator and Gore will exit the Battle World store in December. Gladiator will be featured in the Spotlight Raid Orb. Gore will be going to the Blitz store and the Blitz Orb. Thanos Endgame will be staying in the Battle World store. So, one thing we don't know about Battle World is how much Battle World currency we're going to be getting on a weekly basis. We do know that it's not going to be like 200,000, and that the character shards, I think they were cost 15,000 for 5 shards. This to me says I am only farming Hank Pym, and I am only farming Thanos Endgame, preferably Thanos Endgame. Both those characters are the respective best characters on their team, if you don't include Captain Britain for Illuminati, obviously. And with Gladiator and Gore going elsewhere to be farmed in December, which is only a month away, it just makes sense to me. With that said, I would buy Gladiator and Gore shards if I was like super close to the next star level, and so not just for that, and that would help me do a harder difficulty for the Shadow King Legendary event whenever that comes. Otherwise, Thanos Endgame and Hank Pym are going to be my only farm targets from that store to start off. Speaking of Battle World, it is going to be starting on November 4th, which is Monday. We're going to be getting Purple Light ISO. There was a lot of concerns about how much Purple Light ISO we're going to get. I went through that Strike Spot video, and it looks like if you're doing the highest difficulty and your team is killing the boss, which I think is going to be pretty obtainable for a lot of endgame accounts, you're going to be averaging a week about 260 Purple ISO. Now, if you're doing the lesser difficulty, let's just shave off 100,000. So maybe we're getting about 160, let's call it 180,000 a week, which means every 2 weeks you get to do one new character to Purple ISO 3. I think that makes sense. And then there's going to be a leaderboard that's going to give us even more. That on top of the events that give us Purple ISO. I do think there's a world where Purple ISO ions might be, I don't want to say solved, but in a healthy spot. All right. Then they say begin preparing. They have a lot of resources for you to go check out. I would say don't prepare just yet because there's going to be there's going to be a big time buffer that we can talk about and we'll be able to figure things out through that window. So I wouldn't be jumping to invest in people just yet. They shared this with us on the Strike Spot video. So this is all the missions for the zones. So zone 1 is day 1 of Battle World. They share with us the missions. There's going to be bonuses for these teams. How intense these bonuses are going to be, I'm not sure. I thought I saw something for Highwind that looked insane. Some in the comment section said I had it completely wrong. Drop a 0, flip a negative. So if that's the case, then maybe it's not going to be as necessary as I think. But this is great information. And alongside this, we were actually also shared all the characters needed for the Spec Ops. So I can share this with you guys now. I'm going to be making a video on this for sure. But we see a bunch of characters, and there's one lady in particular, one undead lady in particular, that we'll talk about a little bit later in this video. It's so exciting. It makes me really happy to think about what they're doing here. Okay, nonetheless, this is interesting information. This alongside this. I could make a video on, but I want to wait to know the official bonuses before I do it. And then I'm going to ask you guys what you want from me. Do you want me to wait until week 5 or week 4, which I think is kind of a terrible idea, and do a gameplay along with theory video for each zone? Or should I do a theoretical video that has no gameplay before Battle World comes out so we can kind of see the characters that are in motion, the ones that would make the most sense to send to Spec Ops, but still get through the mission itself, still have the best team, I should say. We'll do that for every single zone, and then we'll do a different one when we get to the hardest difficulty. We'll add in the gameplay and just kind of go over it, what we've learned, that kind of stuff. Let me know what you guys want, because I'm pretty excited for Battle Royale. I've been pretty down on it, but after seeing the hardest difficulty in that strike spot, I'm feeling a little bit better. Cautiously optimistic, I would say. And what they're going to tell you here is Commander's level 75 should be perfectly fine. And that's because of the normal difficulty is extremely easy. The normal difficulty, we did a playtest on this one. They've changed a lot of things, but one thing will remain the same, like gear tier 14 characters, they'll bust through this. A player who's been playing for like 3 or 4 months probably is going to have no problem doing the normal difficulty. But this is kind of a bummer. So week 1, everyone has the normal difficulty. If you're a mid-game player or end-game player, this is straight auto for you. Week 2, we can do up to difficulty 3. Mid-game players, this might be a little bit more interesting. End-game players, this will still be straight auto. Week 3, that we can then do difficulty 4. For mid-game players, this is probably where you plateau for a little bit. Because difficulty 4, like if you have gear tier 18 on all the characters you're going to use, level 100, like yeah, you're going to walk through it. Except for Null. Null will still be an interesting fight to get through. End-game players, you'll probably walk through this. And then everyone's eventually going to settle in difficulty 5, which, I mean, we saw the strike spot. We didn't get to see any regular mission, which kind of bummed me out. But I'm excited to see, I think there might be some actual interesting theory crafting, you know, power plug-and-play characters we can put in to make up for Spec Ops and stuff like that. All right, let's move on, though. During Battle World's initial launch, participants will receive standard rewards while getting accustomed to the new feature. However, leaderboard rewards will be temporary paused. So yeah, this is going to be the itinerary, guys. The first week of Battle World, the one that starts November 4th, it's just 1 week. Everyone has to do normal difficulty. It's just going to kind of let people feel out the structure of the mode. There's going to be no leaderboard association there. Then for the remaining weeks in November, the last 3 weeks, there's going to be a leaderboard. But because this week is where alliances are going to have to go through difficulties 3, 4, and then they can settle on 5, it's only going to be a 3-week season. And then starting December, that's when things are officially going to kick off. This is where things can actually get competitive. So you're going to be seeing alliances starting difficulty 5 for 4 weeks, accruing as many points as possible. And then we're going to see which alliance is the best PvE alliance in the game. Excited for that. All right, Ancient One is on the way. Open a portal to power for your Astral team in Battle World and Alliance War with Ancient One. Joins the fight on November 6th. She's going to be giving the Astral team energy, powerful positive effects, and she pulverizes foes with crits. A lot of people are waiting to core like crazy Astral team. I kind of get it. I think they're going to be a really powerful team. We did see an Oopsie video come out that kind of gave the vibe they weren't very good. Then we saw their use in Battle World and it was like insane, but maybe that was because of the node bonus, whatever the case may be. At the end of the day, this team, to me at least, feels like a raid team. Because we saw their use in Battle World, I can just tell that what that team is it's a raid team for that node. And against Null, it's going to be like your second best team, which is very important. But the team that was used was like 7 red stars. So will that function at lower stars? Not sure. I'm not sure emptying a horde of cores on these guys is going to be super worth it. To unlock these characters, to have a jump on the Battle World for their like raid node, that I get. But I wouldn't say try coring them past 3 stars. Like get the unlocks and then kind of chill, right? If that's something you're going to want to do. For what it's worth, you don't need to beat the elite mission to move from zone to zone to zone. So it's a bonus mission. You can go in with your Pegasus team, however built they are, get a few points from it, from beating maybe 1 or 2 waves, and then the other 3 sections plus Spec Ops, they will move you from zone to zone. So I wouldn't hurt myself over trying to get these guys to be core unlocked. Just want to throw that out there. All right, path to Astral. So we will be getting the regular new character release method, right? I know nobody likes it, but we're getting that at least for Astral again. So there's going to be orbs for the Ancient One and for Emma Frost. In those orbs, there'll be them. Plus, there'll be Moondragon, Doctor Strange. You could probably expect a minimum drop of 1 for those characters. Sorry, a minimum drop of 0 for those characters with a chance to get 1 shard. Then they'll have other modules they use to give us those character shards. We're going to be getting those orbs everywhere, though, so not just Battle World, but also in Alliance War and the Shriek Surge milestone, which they just kind of do that once the beginning of the month, and in Cosmic Awakening events, which is going to be the new monthly event. All right, Candy Store update. As you will see, the Turkey Shop will be added next week, but the Candy Store isn't gone. So we're still going to be able to earn candy until November 11th, which is the exact date I expect myself to have eaten all of my kids' candy. Perfect. All right, and the Candy Store will not go away till November 8th. We don't really highlight the wins that Scopely does. This is a pretty big win, I think. There's so much Crimson gear in here, the Awakened abilities, and then the character shards for Illuminati. I got Captain Britain unlocked free to play on my baby account. Between that, the upcoming passes, they said they're going to rerun his event. There's a chance I could walk away with a 4.5, maybe 5-star Captain Britain, which is a super usable character, just like Zombie Scarlet Witch at base unlock, which we'll talk about. So that's a big win in my opinion. And for what it's worth as well, on my mid-game account, I'm going to be farming the heck out of Hank Pym shards and ignoring Black Panther shards from this store from now on. Because if I can get Hank Pym like just super close to being maxed out, and I can tunnel all my Battle World resources into getting Thanos Endgame maxed out, I think that's kind of the best use of my resources. But also there's the Crimson gear in there. There's so much good stuff in there. But once the Candy Store is gone, well actually before the Candy Store is gone, because the Turkey Store is starting earlier than that, I think, we're going to be able to earn turkey, and we're going to be gobbling up big rewards. Yeah. You guys are so funny. But we're going to be getting Awakened abilities for Old Man Logan and Ares again. We'll be updating the Turkey Shop rewards during this run, so make sure you keep an eye out for the cornucopia of opportunities. And they kind of tell us what they're going to be updating it with, right? So we're going to be earning turkeys from all the same sort of places. The Astral Showcase, kind of like we got in the Oath and Blade, where you can farm the candies there. The Battle Pass, Cosmic Awakening events, and Bang for Your Buck web milestones. So there's not going to be a donation portion for the turkeys, I guess. This is crazy, though, guys. Mephisto Red Star Orb Fragments. I have no idea what the hell this means. It clearly means 6 and 7 stars are on the table for Mephisto now, right? Which is absurd, scary, terrifying. A 7 Red Star Mephisto is at least on par with Odin. They're different characters. I wouldn't say one is better than the other. They're just used differently. That's a terrifying concept that we're going to start seeing bigger Mephistos. I'm guessing it's going to be exactly like the Oath Orb, where it's going to be a chance to get 6 or 7 Red Stars on Mephisto, plus just diamonds on other characters. But we'll have to wait and see. But this is terrifying. We got the Awakened abilities for Doctor Strange, Blade, and Moondragon coming out. I think the Awakened abilities for the Astral team, making them a war team as well as a Battle World team, is going to be insanely important for how good they are in war. I do think they're going to be, if not the best war team, the second best war team in the game with those Awakened abilities. And then Blade Awakened abilities, please, dear God, let them just give people the passive for Blade. Blade is underperforming like crazy right now. Nobody's having fun with him except for the people that super cracking out on him. Give the passive ability away so people can at least theory craft and have some fun with it. Gear and character shards. So maybe we'll be able to farm more Annihilator shards, more Illuminati shards, maybe more Captain Britain shards. We'll have to wait and see. The Path to Astral begins on November 6th with the Ancient One's arrival, so get ready. So this is going to be the showcase. We already know what the showcases are. The same thing we had for every other team, with the exception, I guess, of Undying. They kind of have a special one, right? Chapter 1, this is just going to be free stuff. They're going to give you a team. You're going to go in there, get some character shards, get some other stuff. Probably at the end of it, there's going to be a gold orb frag node and a training orb frag node, respectively, for each character. Love that. Mid-game account really needs those training modules. Chapter 2 is where the whales get the extra benefits, right? So you have to do one additional mission for each star you add to these characters. This is probably where we're going to be able to farm turkeys and stuff like that. So depending on how good the store is, how much Mephisto orbs you want, they're definitely going to be incentivizing the spending on this. Trust me on that one. All right, then there's the Astral team. Notice Shadow King is absent here. I'm not sure if that means Shadow King's not coming out during this store, or if they just don't want you to have to wait for it to do the highest difficulty, because the difficulty on these nodes is just free. So once you have the stars, it's like level 1,000 characters. It's trash, easy. All right. First time rewards: Gold, Gear, Teal, Crimson, T2, T3 IS, T3 ISO credits, and select character shards. The character shards is going to be stuff like Moondragon, Doctor Strange, probably some other Astral characters. It's going to be really good stuff for newer players. Complete them all to avoid missing out on these valuable resources. Actually, wait a minute. Oh, is this for the... Oh, this is the Kraken stuff? Or is this for the Okay, I may have misspoke. Or maybe not. No, this is probably the type of character she was talking about. All right, be on the lookout to start the Ancient Ones Showcase November 6th when she comes out, which is great. We got some amazing quality of life updates coming to the game. We got the roster screen upgrades. Another roster screen update is coming soon to streamline the character selection process thanks to community's fantastic feedback. Here's what's heading your way. So we did see this in the Strike Spot video as well. Basically now, when you are on the character select screen, there's going to be a new UI that pops up. There's going to be a search bar where you can actually just type in what you're looking for. And there's going to be new filters. The exclude or an and. So this is going to be really good. So the negative filter will remove characters with a specific trait for results. I'm looking for villains, but H comes before V in the alphabet. So if I see hero, I can exclude it. There we go. Or shows characters that have either one trait or another. This is going to be fantastic for Battle World. Say I'm doing Battle World prep. I'm on my roster. I'm trying to build a team. We do know one of the teams. If we scroll back up for a second, I believe it was on Zone 5, Mission 1 was City or Support. Yeah, City or Support. So say I want to make my team ahead of time. I can go in there into my roster screen. I can filter City or Support. I can use all the characters that I know from the Spec Ops for Zone 5, which ones I want to exclude, and then I can make my roster. So I'm ready for Battle World. I'm not having to do it during the Battle World itself, right? So I do like this filter change. I think it's really good. It's about time. Good quality of life changes. I like that. The fan vote. Yes, there's still the fan vote going on for who's going to be one of the new Thunderbolt members between Justin Hammer, Victoria Hand, Robert Kelly. Happy to say Victoria Hand is winning. This is who I want. Justin Hammer is just a terrible Tony Stark ripoff. I get people have a bigger connection with him. I think that's fair. But remember, guys, he made a robot that snapped in half, killing the pilot. He couldn't fly. He's not a good technologist. I wouldn't trust him. Robert Kelly, kind of just an awful person when you think about it. And also, he's wearing like a Sentinel Halloween costume I could buy for my kid. Trash. Bad designer. Victoria Hand, there's no midsection. I'm just saying it's female RPG armor, okay? I'm just kidding. She looks unique. She looks cool. Her backstory is like espionage. I'm into that. And hey, by voting for her, you can earn yourself 50 campaign energy and 50 power cores. So I think that's fantastic. All right, moving on. Okay, this is actually one of the more exciting things in this vlog. The free claim. 5 Scarlet Witch Zombie Shards. But that's not all, okay? Boost your efforts to recruit Scarlet Witch Zombie. Give your Scarlet Witch recruitment spell a boost with these additional shard opportunities. To help you recruit Scarlet Witch Zombie during her limited time release window, we've got several more opportunities for you to earn character shards. So we got the Friday free claim. That's up here. 5 Scarlet Witch. But here we go. Weekend free claims. Make sure you check in again on Saturday, Sunday for repeat free claims. Repeat to me means we're getting 5 on both of those days as well. So it's 15 shards total. Remember, she's a 45 shard unlock. And then we got the Battle World launch login calendar. To commemorate the launch of Battle World, we put together a specific login calendar that contains Scarlet Witch Zombie shards and additional rewards to help strengthen your roster. Now, minimum, this is going to be 5 shards. Maximum, probably 15. I'm thinking it's going to be 10. Probably like the first day and the last day is going to give Zombie Scarlet Witch shards, okay? So if we just add those free things together, we're looking at about like 25, let's lowball, let's say 20 Scarlet Witch shards. We need 25 more to get her unlocked. I think this is something that you guys should really consider, because I know some content creators that are suggesting you ignore Scarlet Witch, you don't core her current event to try and get her unlocked. I think that's a terrible idea. Remember, she's going to be getting vaulted after. We probably won't see another opportunity to get Scarlet Witch Zombie shards until like March or April, and then again next Halloween she'll become farmable, like I assume Juggernaut will be any day now. At 2 stars, my Zombie Scarlet Witch survived a 3-diamond North Star ultimate and didn't lose her barrier. She's a beast. I then used her ultimate and hit for 4 million damage on 3 characters. 12 million damage total. It's absurd what this character does, okay? And she is an offense-based character. It definitely devalues everybody's defense, which, and that sucks for some people, but for most people, offense is king, right? So you do not want to skip this character, especially if you already have your other Undying characters built up. If you don't, you build up Scarlet Witch, you build up Juggernaut, you build up Hela a little bit, you leave Zombie Iron Man like level 70 with the T4s on, and you're good to go. Furthermore, though, we now know from the Spec Ops that Zombie Scarlet Witch is going to be needed on some of these days. So we got here, Zone 5, Mission 1. Zombie Scarlet Witch is needed at 3 yellow stars. I think 2 yellow stars is going to be really easy to get, but I also think 3 yellow stars is going to be quite hard to get. I might actually get there. I'm coring the Zombie Scarlet Witch event about 450 cores a day. I think I'll get there. Just because I've been getting lucky, I've pulled like 2 9s and 2 4s, so I'm looking pretty good already. If we go to the other days though, on Zone 4, Mission 4, we need Zombie Scarlet Witch at Gear Tier 15. So you don't even have to have her at 3 yellow stars for this one, but if you just have her unlocked, Gear Tier 15. Now, not everyone in your alliance is going to need to have her unlocked at 3 stars. I think it's 5 people? It's either 5 or 6 people have it, then you can put that in. So maybe check with your alliance, like see, like, hey, are we going to have enough 3 yellow stars Zombie Scarlet Witches with this for Spec Ops? And if you do, hell, fantastic. You're good to go, right? Because as we're about to find out, Spec Ops is going to play a more important role in the overall game than we actually expected, which is kind of interesting. There was talk that Zombie Scarlet Witch was going to be needed at 7 yellow stars. I'm not seeing that anywhere on this official list that was given to us. So I see Zombie Juggernaut. I see Old Man Logan, Thanos, Endgame. So I do see some like whaley characters for sure, but I don't see Zombie Scarlet Witch. I don't even see Captain Britain on here, I don't think. So that is something that you might want to take into consideration when you're thinking like how hard you want to go on Zombie Scarlet Witch. Just want to throw that out there because we're about to find out that Spec Ops is going to be very important. Okay? This is just going over the monthly events. We're going to have 4 main milestones, 4 quick rumbles, 4 alliance events, and 1 weekly web milestone that repeats 4 times. We have that right now. It's the Sugar Rush event just repeated for a different monthly thing, right? All these words, these event titles, they mean nothing except for data miners. Just keep an eye out for this terminology. When you find it, hey, you found the event, right? So let's go a little bit further. Yes, it's just the monthly event is what it is. Play the game normally. You're going to get some good stuff. Keep an eye out for event videos from myself and other content creators, and maybe you can push the meter a little bit. This I thought was really interesting because we're seeing another buzzword here: Zombie Scarlet Witch Shards. Okay, Astro Voyage is going to be week 1. Rack up Crimson Gear, Purple ISO 8, Scarlet Witch Zombie Shards, and Turkey in this cosmic journey. How to score points: battle in war with undying characters and earn voyage orbs by spending campaign energy and participating in battle roles. So a campaign energy event that might be given a Scarlet Witch Zombie Shards. I don't have the charts in front of me. I don't know if she's going to be in the charts, if she's going to be in the leaderboard, which we're going to see is going to be really expensive. I'm not sure how much. So when this goes live, let's definitely check out those charts together, and we'll see what we can expect. Because if this could be more Zombie Scarlet Witch Shards, getting us even closer to a super free unlock and potentially pushing for that 3 yellow star, okay? But the leaderboard is going to be for 3 diamonds on Captain Britain. Captain Britain is a monster. At 1 diamond, which all the whales got to, he's a beast. We add 2 more diamonds to him. It's going to be extremely difficult for people to be clearing the Illuminati team in defense. And this is going to open up this team for war. It's going to be a extremely competitive diamond leaderboard, especially because this is dark diamonds, right? When you put it into perspective. So get ready for that. The Stellar Conquest, this is, in my understanding, this is going to be the web milestone. So spend turkeys to advance through it, and it's going to give us credit towards this. This is where we see another thing for Spec Ops. Okay, Cosmic Battle. Blast off to Battle World. Team up with your alliance for Cosmic Elixirs in the Cosmic Battle milestone. Participate in Battle World Spec Ops missions, not gameplay, Spec Ops. And collect allied supply orbs. So this is going to be an alliance event that's Spec Ops mission is going to be a huge input for. I have no idea what to expect from this. I kind of thought, Battle World, they'll definitely find a way to incorporate events into it. I thought it'd just be like the amount of victory points you give in is participation. But apparently it's Spec Ops missions. So we'll have to wait and see what that's about. So Spec Ops is going to be more important than we ever thought. We got a Hive Mind Quick Rebel, and that's it. So guys, I'm sorry, this was still a 25-minute video, but we shaved 5 minutes off. That's pretty good. Let me know what you guys are feeling about this one. I'm pretty excited. A little bit more rejuvenated and excited for the Battle World stuff, although, week 1, 2, and 3 are probably going to suck for my endgame account. Week 5 or 4 will be fun. Zombie Scarlet Witch Shards, how much do you think we're going to get? Definitely at least 20 by the sounds of it. How do we feel about the Annihilators and the Illuminati becoming farmable? And oh god, the new UI stuff. This was an exciting blog for me. I hope you guys had fun reading it, and I hope it leads into a fantastic weekend for everybody involved. Literally everybody. From me to you, from now, stay happy, stay healthy, have fun. I'll see you guys next one. Bye everybody. Have yourself a wonderful weekend. Bye bye bye.
That's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Stay happy, healthy, have fun, and I'll see you in the next one.